Many people will not recognize Nigeria again 7 years from today, Akpabio says. This statement from Akpabio is coming after he was tagged for being Tinubu's errand boy. Hello viewers and welcome to InfoGist TV. Many people will hardly recognize Nigeria again 7 years from this time, says President of the Nigerian Senate, Godswill Akpabio. It was reported that the former governor of Akpabio'S state stated this while admonishing Nigerians to come together in support of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu's administration for its success. Since his inauguration last May, Tinubu's government has faced criticisms for ending fuel subsidy on petroleum, leading to a significant increase in the cost of living and putting immense pressure on the people. However, during the launch of the Tinubu'S terminal in Abuja, Senator Akpabio emphasized that with the backing of the citizens, the Tinubu administration will thrive. I have no doubt that by the time the president is through with his tenure in the country 7 years from today, many people will not recognize the Federal Capital Territory, recognize Nigeria again, Akpabio said in his statement. So all I can say is let us continue to pray for him and be hopeful that the challenges you see today, tomorrow you will see them no more. The Senate President noted that the flag off of the Abuja project signals the government's commitment to the welfare of the residents of the Federal Capital Territory. This is, for me, another major wonder of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu's administration. This is a way to cater for a city of this nature. This is a way to cater for the people of the area council, the FCT residents and visitors alike, the Senate President said. Akpabio also commented and commended President Bola Ahmed Tinubu for picking Nyesom Wike as the Minister of the Federal Capital Territory, despite their different political background. So I believe that you are a square peg in a square hole, this is Akpabio saying. And I must thank the President for having the eyes to pinpoint those who can perform and bring in them. Akpabio told and described the project as a hub that will help traffic decongestions in Abuja and tackle insecurity, among others. He did it in Lagos, and today Lagos is one of the best, one of the largest economies in Africa when we are talking about cities. In his remark earlier, the Federal Capital Territory Minister Nyesom Wike expressed gratitude to Tinubu and the National Assembly for their backing, assuring the people of the Federal Capital Territory that no development initiatives would be left unfinished in their region. He declared that the period of neglected projects was coming to an end. The Federal Capital Territory has seen an increase in insecurity lately, with kidnapping posing a significant threat. However, Wike said, when this is completed, what it means is that you have a success and to access to the place, whether it is raining or not. You are sure of being conveyed on vehicles you can identify. You know who is the one in charge of the vehicle, and it will take you to safety and safely to wherever you're going. Again, it will reduce the incidences of one chance kidnappers parading private cars. So all I can say is let us continue to pray for him and be hopeful that the challenges you see today, tomorrow you will see them no more. He did it in Lagos, and today Lagos is one of the best, one of the largest economies in Africa, talking about cities. On the project, the lawmaker said, this is, for me, another major wonder President Bola Ahmed Tinubu is doing. While on this, Akpabio talked about the slam spoken by Timi Frank against him. Now, Timi Frank had earlier stated that you can decide to be Tinubu's errand boy, but do not disrespect the National Assembly. A former Deputy National Publicity Secretary of the All Progressive Congress APC, Timi Frank, has warned the Senate President Godswill Akpabio not to provoke a Kenyan-style uprising in the country. He stated this while responding to the lawmaker's statement that the parliament would not hesitate to give approval for a new presidential aircraft if the need arises and a request is made. Now speaking via a statement issued on Monday, Frank insisted that the comment was highly condescending and degrading. He said one of the cardinal roles of the parliament is to serve as a check and balance on the other arms of government, adding that Akpabio has derailed by deciding on and guarding the executive on what expenditure to make irrespective of the economic plight of taxpayers. The political activist insisted that while Akpabio might choose to be at President Bola Ahmed Tinubu's beck and call, he must not reduce the National Assembly to an organ that simply plays rubber stamp to the executive. According to him, his effrontery and audacity in turning legislative procedures upside down, notwithstanding his verbiage at times rudely assaults our democracy, denigrates Nigerians as a public official in a position of trust and a mockery of the hallowed chambers of the National Assembly. Akpabio can choose to be the President Bola Ahmed Tinubu's cheerleader, praise singer and errand boy, but he must not reduce the National Assembly to an organ extending anticipatory approvals for requests yet to be made by the executive and justifying the same. Akpabio must learn to limit his actions to those within the ambit of his constitutional role by ensuring diligent scrutiny of money bills before the Senate to prevent profligacy and waste, and equally refrain from talking down on Nigerians and taxpayers who own the office he now occupies. Frank stressed that the age of an aircraft does not necessarily determine its safety or airworthiness, adding that aircraft are subject to regular maintenance and inspection to ensure they are safe to operate regardless of their age. So the question is, what happened to the about 214 billion allocated in annual budgets for maintenance of presidential fleet from 1999 till date? The political activist insisted that while Akpabio chose to be at President Bola Ahmed Tinubu's beck and call, he must not reduce the National Assembly to an organ that simply plays a rubber stamp to the executive. 1999 till date. The political activist insisted that while Akpabio chose to be at President Bola Ahmed Tinubu's beck and call, not reduce the National Assembly to an organ that simply plays a rubber stamp to the executive.